Are you the famous Dustyn I heard about?
Famous? I don't know about all that, but
man, you don't look like a medium. You look like an extra large, bro.
Nah.
It's game time and I'm up one.
How many bottles of product? So we're about building relationships. So I'm a team of Glossy, the fastest growing brands for detailing products, chemicals, and coatings in the world.
Yeah, I made it happen. There you go.
Yeah. He's the professor at UNLV, the university.
Okay. Awesome.
So he's the guy that does this and the orchestra.
Okay. Very nice.
So he's like a big cheese down there.
Okay.
But he's been a client of mine for almost 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost weekly.
You really were one of the original pioneers.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it was every morning I would come over. It'd be a commitment to get over to this side of town because I live out Lake Las Vegas.
Okay.
And but yeah, man, when the car's done, it's always perfect.
I love it.
You know, everybody asks me, how often do you wash your car? And I never wash it.
Yeah.
I have people that really are good at it.
Yeah. I love it.
He's the man.
So he's here, he's learning, he's here for me at my university.
Oh, excellent.
So he's a student, so he's going to spend the next 2 days, and so we're going to get him trained up. And this is Austin, the man, the myth, the legend behind the camera. You're going to be working with him in the next couple of days to go over how to build content, how to get people's attention, right? It's all about messaging. So you're going to have a lot in 2 days. Your head's going to spin, but the good news is when you leave, every night you're done, just like school or class, you're going to have homework. Okay? And it's really important. Have you been on the university?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the one thing you're supposed to practice was pattern product combinations so that when we work on cars, you already start to have a little bit of confidence, so you're not like overwhelmed also as far as doing the work portion, right? The work portion is the easy part, okay? The hard part is the business side.
Right.
And this is why a lot of professional detailers or small businesses don't excel, is because they don't have good systems and processes in place. And being in a shop like ours, you get to see how we move, how we do things, and it gives you a vision of how you're going to build your company. We want to give you cars that are not super challenging. It's all about repetition, rinse and repeat, right? So these cars are going to be very simple today to coat. Toward the afternoon, the end of the day, you got black trucks outside, which are no joke.
Oh, I believe it.
Okay, so we like to get you warmed up first. We don't want you to sprint. We want you to walk and be comfortable and to understand the basic fundamentals, to be good at just coding and doing the simple stuff. And then as you start to pick those skill sets up, Josh is going to assess you to see where your skill sets are in order to give you the right training.
All right, guys, we're here with Dustyn, our student. It's the start of day 2. What are the top 2 things you're gonna take away from day 1 from being in the shop?
Man, it's hard to say because day 1 I learned so much, but top 2, the confidence to charge what you're worth and the value that you're providing. So just the confidence in communicating with the customers, making them feel comfortable with those price points, and then also being able to meet the customers at those price points and come to terms too at a price point where it's beneficial for both of you, even if you do have to kind of finagle or negotiate a little bit.
Exactly. So be the expert with the customer, right? Be able to explain everything you're going to do in detail and why it's important for them, and not just a coating, why they need correction, why they need other things.
Right. Explaining the benefits, that it's more of an investment to protect long term, and how that's going to be, you know, worthwhile or worth the investment. So that was huge, seeing that in person, seeing the communication, and also seeing the confidence. The confidence was a big thing that I saw. Like, I talked to Rich, he said, you know, some people see him on social media, don't think that this is real. It's real. They're really charging these price points. They're really working on car after car after car. They do this marketing stuff. It's real deal here.
All right, guys, time to get on the hands-on training portion of the paint correction boot camp. This is really important why people come out to Vegas, because proper prep is everything, like painting a car. If your prep is bad, it's not gonna be a good paint job or paint finish. Josh takes a lot of time. He's been with us almost 6 years. He's one of our chief instructors, and he's gonna be working closely, as you can see here in the video, with Dustyn on a black Audi that has severe scratches and swirl marks. Now they're using the Evo 21 dual action polisher with our new Evo Pro microfiber pads. We spent the last 6 months perfecting these pads, and we're getting ready to go to production. And guys, this is why it's important to come to Vegas and learn proper prep, because pattern product combinations are the key to unlock a perfect finish. And when we were done going over the hands-on training with Dustyn, we want to build a plan of action for him for the next 90 days, mapping out his own blueprint of how he's going to execute his own targets. Now remember, everybody's got different goals and targets. His are what we call light or moderate, which means he just wants to increase additional revenue to his paint repair business or paint touch-up. And so this was the solution for him. We've got upcoming classes here coming for SEMA, October 27th and 28th. And we've got limited spots for the deal that we're running for the training, which is normally $5 grand. It's $3 grand. We've got 2 spots as of this video left for the last class in October. And if you're attending the show, come to the class, go to the show, or towards the end of the show, we've got a class on the 2nd and 3rd. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was an epic time with Dustyn.
So Dustyn, day 2, you just completed your training here at the Glossy University. Final thoughts. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. What was your biggest takeaway in the first 2 days?
Day 1 was a lot of live interaction with the customers and seeing, the communication style of the sales process, walking the car. We did a delivery of several cars, so I got to see that interaction. Oh, there was also ceramic coating on day 1, so just because of my experience, we started with that.
So tell people, where was your experience when you walk in the door? Were you a newbie? Were you a beginner?
In this world, newbie.
So you're a newbie. And we kind of did the training backward for you. Instead of jumping you on machines and polishing, we started you where? At the end.
Yeah.
And then we worked our way backwards because we knew that we wanted to teach you what? How to put coating.
Yeah.
And then prep is a lot more intensive to learn. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So you learned how to apply coating. How was that for you?
It was informational because it doesn't take much coating to protect the car. It's about the technique and obviously the product too. So if you got a good product, you do the right technique, you can make the coating last and still give, do what's necessary for the car based on what they paid for it. And it's not difficult. It's just you gotta be detailed to make sure you're going
right. So it's knowing the steps.
The steps.
And like the wash process, the
Yeah.
prep, decontamination, polishing if there's no correction needed, right?
Right.
Was it easier or harder than what you thought?
Oh, way easier than what I thought.
Okay.
It's very intricate stuff, but I can tell that once you get it down, it becomes systematic and it's fast.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be time consuming. I feel like others make it seem like it has to be more time consuming than what it needs to be.
What was the biggest thing that blew your mind on day 1 when you got back to the hotel room?
What you can make. Like you said, sometimes we hold ourselves back, and I feel like seeing it opened my eyes, seeing the numbers, seeing the customers come in and actually put deposits down before they left. Because otherwise, like you teach, if there's no deposit, there's no contract. People coming in and out all day long, both days, putting down their deposit and seeing the amounts and numbers, and it's like, you can make that doing this. So people always put on a show because, certain things sell. I took a chance coming here, and from what I've seen is real. Everything you see is real. The cars they do, the numbers that Rich might talk about, whether on YouTube or any one of his other platforms, the numbers are real. They really do this. And today they were only open from like 8 or 9 a.m. till 2 in the afternoon, and it was a 15K day. And the day before that was the same, if not more. So they really do this. So if you're thinking about coming here to learn and build that confidence, Rich is definitely, going to be very straightforward and confident, but he's going to help you. So it was very informative, and I feel I got some things I got to work on and work out, but I feel like I can do it.
100%, because if you're committed in sports or in your body, because the body is where it powers, it's the energy that helps your mind and clarity, right? It really is. So if you use that body, which you're disciplined in, and you're disciplined in what I show you, the roadmap, everything's possible. In the end, what would you tell people thinking about what we charge and what it costs to get here to what you get? What is the value here in 2 days with our team?
It's definitely worth the investment because it's a skill set, and it's a skill set where you can make money that really you can't imagine making. And So sometimes you need somebody to help you not only understand the business, but have that instill that belief system in yourself. And then so you get the experience doing the work, you get the confidence in the belief system, you combine all that together, you go back with an action plan, and then you can just implement that. And then I'm sure, you know, once you get one car done, which is what Rich was telling me, you get one car done, you're gonna be slow, a little timid, you end up speeding up, but still doing it with the same level of efficiency. And then that's gonna, you know, that's only gonna take so many cars to do that. And after that, you can scale as high as you want.
So guys, this has been a wrap for our September class. And we want to say, Dustyn, thank you for coming out. But the most important part is that you took the risk to do something that you normally wouldn't do.
Yeah.
And it's going to pay off 10 times better than what you could ever imagine. We know this because we've trained a lot of guys and we watched them grow and succeed. And the guys that are committed, their lives are totally different.